Jeff.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, and we're going to push record real quick. Okay. Okay, Heather, you can keep moderating the line. Anybody who has the ability to jump off and go into our Facebook group, Health Wealth Community, we are streaming live there. So for anybody that is in that group, if you could jump off to open the line for other guests, that would be amazing. And then Heather Stapleton, if you could continue to let people in as others drop off. There are so many people that want to get this information. It's out of control. Okay, so you guys, welcome tonight. We are in the middle of a revolution. In case you did not notice, welcome the UK, India, Canada, the US, Puerto Rico. You guys, so many of you are on, you're hearing the buzz. You know that we have impact products that are changing the world, but you also know that we have an amazing opportunity because everybody on the line here has the opportunity to be an early adapter to a product launch that is launching out to all the countries that I mentioned. A first time, you guys, for the very first time, some research that has been being worked on by Harvard for 10 years has led to a revolutionary breakthrough in health. You're going to hear about it tonight. My name is Jennifer Dowd. Welcome. I am one of your hosts tonight. I have a co-host, Mr. Jeff Belleville, that you'll be hearing from in just a minute, but I want to introduce myself to you. You guys, I've been a part of the industry we're going to talk about tonight for 18 years. I have had a blast helping people to get businesses started online. And I'm talking businesses that you can run right from your cell phone wherever you are, which allows you to be remote, work remotely on your terms, make your hours what you want them to be. But also, as I've helped establish and grow hundreds of thousands of businesses around the world, one of the things that people always ask me is, Jen, how have you been able to create the lifestyle that you've been able to create? And my answer is, I was early to the party to a few revolutionary launches as far as both products and services go. So let me just give you a little overview. In 2006, I happened to be introduced to one of the first video phone technologies. Okay. We all know that in 2006, our cell phones were dumb phones. Nobody could see who they were talking to. Somebody told me in the next 5 years, it'll be weird to not see who you're talking to. I believed them. I jumped in. I put my work ethic behind it. And in about a little bit less than 3 years, my husband and I put ourselves in a seven-figure a year income bracket. Okay. I had been a stay-at-home mom for 15 years. I didn't have a college degree. I was a beauty school dropout, but I happened to land at the right place, the right time, and was motivated to do something incredible to change my family's life. Fast forward 2013, somebody came to my husband and I and said, hey, we know you and your husband love revolutionary early adoption opportunities. Solar is going to be big in the United States and you have an opportunity to jump in early to the party. I looked at my husband. I said, I'm never putting those ugly panels on my house. He said, yes, we are. Fast forward, you guys, so glad I said yes in 2013, because where I live in the state of California, you can't even buy a new home today without panels on it, okay? So that was the Dowd's second legacy build in business. Our third legacy build really was with the company we're with today, and that was in 2018 when we knew the Farm Bill was going to pass and CBD was going to be legal in the United States. We jumped on that, we believed it, and we took that education and a whole flower fluid to the world. And you're going to hear from not only me, but a few others tonight whose lives were changed dramatically, financially and health-wise, because they were a part of that. Tonight, we're going to give you the opportunity to be first to the party before everybody and their dog knows about something. And that's right where you want to be. And when I say revolutionary, don't take what I'm saying lightly, because revolutionary doesn't mean great. What revolutionary means is that it's something that will change the way that people actually do things. Video phone changed the way that we communicated. Solar changed the way we got our power. CBD changed the way we addressed a lot of health issues. And what you're going to hear about tonight will put your jaw on the ground and probably stop you in your tracks. So get ready for it. Now, I want you to know that the company that is bringing this to the market, not just the direct sales market, but the marketplace in general, okay, one of the very first to bring it is a company who has already been established. Okay. We have a rock solid foundation to build this upon. And I have a gentleman that's going to come on. I'm really excited for him to give you the information, because not only has he helped tens of thousands of businesses be established all over the globe, he actually helped take our company to be an Inc. 500 company. He helped launch our company in India as well as the UK. You guys, he is one of the top earners in our company, but also he has a tremendous background in health. He has been a health practitioner for many years. So there's not anybody better to explain this revolutionary product to you. Because of his success in the industry, he's been featured 3 times along with his wife in Prosper Magazine. I could not have more respect for him, you guys. He is one of the best in our industry and happens to be one of my best friends. I've had the pleasure of working with him for over a decade. So Mr. Jeff Belleville, can you come in? Can you give us the foundation of what we're building upon here? Let them know what this revolutionary new product is, and then you can give it back to me, and we're going to have a blast with these folks tonight.
Oh my goodness, Mrs. Dowd, I am so excited to be with everyone tonight. I know we were streaming live all across nations, and I just got off a plane, and here we are. And I'm so excited to dig into this information, because at call after call, conversation after conversation, there has been literally jaw-dropping experiences that people are having just in their first 24, 48 hours of experiencing this new breakthrough that we are revealing tonight. And so we're in for a absolute just joy tonight. We're very, very excited to have you with us. And I'm going to just jump right in, because what I want to do is I want to create a little context. I want to create a little historical reference, just so you can understand where you are positioned right now with this information and why this matters. And so Trinont is the platform that we have absolutely fallen in love with. 7 years ago, I was introduced to this. It changed my entire life, our health, our wealth, and our community. These 3 gentlemen were really the visionaries and founders of Trinont, and they've led us now to many other nations. In fact, it was just announced a couple weeks ago, we launched Belgium, and we're about to launch the Netherlands and Luxembourg as well. So we are on a fast track as a company. We're currently experiencing massive growth, but we were founded debt-free and have remained debt-free through the process of scaling to almost 100 million in revenue as a company. And so over the last 7 years, we've gotten to catch some pretty incredible waves in the health and wellness space. And so as Mrs. Dowd was sharing, I was recalling those moments where we had our hands on something nobody else really even knew about or had their hands on yet. However, everything that we have developed, when we caught the digestive enzyme wave, when we caught the CBD wave, like she had mentioned, the collagen wave, absolutely every one of those has been monumental in what we've been able to create and bless and help people in their health walk. So just so you know, my background, I had an alternative health practice alongside my mom, who's a naturopathic physician. We're passionate about helping get people to the root cause of what's going on in their health journey. Okay. And so that's why I was initially attracted to what we're creating here, because these formulations are so different from what you can find in the stores. And I'm going to just give you just a little bit of that for a moment. The neat thing about Trinont is we're not typecast in any one role. We're going to be able to provide solutions across the board. And this solution that is in pre-launch right now is truly going to cross demographic lines like we've never seen it before. So just to build a little bit of brand acknowledgement here, I want you to understand that Trinont products are different, okay? We focus on raw, whole food. We bioferment our vitamins. We're crazy like that. We chelate our minerals. Like, we're not messing around. Like, I'm a little bit granola, okay? Drop it in the comments or the chat if you're a little bit granola like I am. It is not just because I'm from Oregon, okay? But I love to know that my products are not going to have any synthetics, are not going to have any fillers. We're not messing around with words that you can't even pronounce on a label, and the beautiful thing is we source our products from food. The beautiful thing about this revolutionary breakthrough that we're going to be diving into with this transform product is the fact that it's a plant. Like, to me, we're getting back to nature. We don't, anyway, end rants right there. But I will say, I love how people are saying they're more granola than me. I feel like we should have a contest sometime, but here's what I love. We own our products. from sourcing to manufacturing. They're third-party validated, which means every single ingredient goes through 3 streams of testing. We could go on and on about the transparency promise, about how we have an amazing lineup of incredible, just amazing scientific advisors that are just truly an amazing, basically when you have people who know what they're doing in formulation, it's just absolutely amazing. So very, very important to have that. We were with Dr. Tom Cutler just in Vegas a couple days ago as he was kind of teeing up and educating on Transform. So I'm going to hope to do him some justice here in terms of these products. But that first product that we keep kind of referencing back to really found and gives a context for what we're talking about tonight, because it is an enzyme product. So let's talk about enzymes for a minute. The most prevalent and common enzymes you're going to find are digestive enzymes. These are enzymes that are designed to help you break down the foods that you're eating. And if we're not breaking down our foods, our bodies are breaking down. Okay. So we got to break down our carbs, fat, sugars, and proteins into a version our body can actually do something with. So the beauty of Enrich is you're going to get 11 living enzymes, pre and probiotics. And so we would teach for years and years to take these 5 minutes before a meal because it really helps you convert all of that food into, like proteins to amino acids, fats to essential fatty acids, right? We've got to have all of these processes take place. And when we don't, it leads to a lot of problems, such as 76% of America dealing with digestive issues. Okay, so this is a foundational product in our lineup. And I'm talking about these tonight because I want you to understand just where Transform fits into this, okay? So we're gonna show you a quick little demonstration of this enzyme helping to digest a food right in front of your eyes. If you haven't seen this, it's totally crazy. Check this out.
We're going to demonstrate the power of the Enrich enzymes using a snack pack pudding. As you can see, it's a solid. I turned it upside down here. I'm going to take one of these enzymes, crack it open, and stir in these raw enzymes that also have pre and probiotics. We're going to make sure this is really stirred around in here. These enzymes are designed to be taken before meals, so we're breaking down the carbs, the fats, the sugars, and the proteins, so the body can actually absorb all the nutrients from the food and help with digestion. And so as you can see, this pudding is already going through a change. And literally in just about a minute and a half, it took a solid pudding and it liquefied it. I love being able to see the products that I'm taking every day work right before my eyes. And that's one of the great features of Enrich, is we get to demonstrate the power of enzymes here.
Awesome. That's amazing. I was blown away the first time I saw that. If you're a guest, and I mean, it was a wow factor for me, right? So I just absolutely appreciate just how powerful these products are in terms of what they do, right? So that is going to be important to digest our food before every meal, right? And so that has been an absolutely incredible product for us. Next would be our Mojo and our Zest, okay? So a lot of people, right, reach for something for energy throughout their day. So what percentage of Americans do you think wake up with a cup of coffee every day? Drop it in the chat if you know. But it's significant, right? And people are looking to have more energy. I think Americans consumed 500 million gallons of energy drinks last year alone, which is not great, right? So obviously Mojo is a much more healthful way to support that energy and vitality. Also, the PEA keeps you focused. The L-theanine boosts your mood. There's all kinds of amazing things in this one product. And if you have a Mojo testimonial or an Enrich testimonial, drop it in the chat so the guests can really see how these products have changed their lives. So this is, again, just giving you some context to why Transform is going to be so significant, because each of these products I'm mentioning helped double Trinot in size just because they were amazing formulations. Okay, so and probably the #1 bestseller now, but not for long, is going to be our Glow Collagen. And this, of course, is such an amazing product because it hits the fitness realm, it hits the beauty realm, it hits all these different places in terms of how it actually supports the scaffolding, the elasticity of our human body, right? As we age, we slow down in our own production of collagen, and of course gravity starts winning. And so obviously for hair, skin, and nails, people are obsessed with this collagen product because it just really creates an amazing context. I'm just going to, my co-host could help me keep the lines muted here. It just really creates a context for helping people in their aging process. So you're going to see dramatic results. And this is why it became our #1 best-selling product, because it's so shareable. You walk around, anyone who's been taking Glow, and you know that they've been taking Glow. And it's just kind of an exciting thing because it's not just the face that you notice it, it's like other places too, and so this is just such an awesome, powerful product that has created tens of thousands of testimonials in and of itself. And so I'm kind of speeding through this, and you might notice I'm getting a little excited about where we're headed next in our conversation. I wanted to tee up those three as kind of just, I could go into an hour-long health talk with every Trinont product we have, and there's a variety of them. We've seen them transform our own lives and transform countless others. This is a mission and a cause that's so much bigger than some business model. This is about getting wholeness and wellness restored, and really an educational process people go through. And that's where we come to the point with this product. And for the last 5 or 6 weeks, we have been blessed to beta test this. And I want to actually bring on our CEO to give a few words about just how significant this moment is right now, as he's referencing this product that has just been revealed to the world. So I'm going to have Mr. Lauren Berry share a few words here.
This is in an area where you don't even understand, because it's something that's just come about. It's just been invented. It's new. It's not something that's been around. It's not a tweak on an existing product. This is new technology that has the power to be able to affect a positive physical health, measurable effect on billions of people worldwide.
There was a moment when I heard him share those words for the very first time where my mind started to wander. I thought, what could be this big? Is this hype? Is this something that just, but Lauren doesn't speak language like that. He's not the hype guy. Okay. And so when I got to fly out and I got to see the science of this, it blew my mind at the reach that this is going to have. So I want to introduce you to a product called Transform. Transform is truly a breakthrough in converting glucose to fiber. And the reality of this discovery really started 10 years ago, but came to a head in December when the breakthrough occurred. And there was a study funded by Kraft Heinz through Harvard University. So they've got this Weiss Institute that's the technology arm of Harvard. And this breakthrough found that sugar exposed to encapsulated plant enzymes in the gut can be turned into fiber. The finding, if verified, and I quote, could have a significant impact on an estimated 34.2 million US diabetics, experts told the Food Institute. This breakthrough went completely unseen. Nobody even caught this. This was not news. This was not something that was shouted from it was just this blip on the radar at the beginning of a year. And because of our positioning with the right relationships with an enzymologist, we were able to partner with and be one of the very first to bring this product to market in a way that is going to truly set a course for this technology to be brought into and become a household name over the coming months and years. There is no doubt in my mind that the words that Lauren said in terms of impacting measurable billions of people is going to be something that we see take place in our lifetimes. This is possibly one of the greatest breakthroughs in the world of wellness that we've seen in the last century. And I will tell you, this GCE, glucose converting enzyme concept, is so profound that most people are not even going to fully understand or even believe that it's possible to do such a thing. However, we are currently experiencing a lot of issues in the sugar department. The United States of America is the #1 consumer. We're the biggest consumer of sugar when it comes to caloric sweeteners in the world. Like, it is no doubt that there are so many issues coming up with insulin resistance. In some cases, studies are showing insulin resistance is beginning by age 2. We are seeing record numbers of sugar-related issues cropping up, because it isn't just about the fact that 42% of the US population are obese, right? 30.7% beyond that number are overweight. It goes beyond the fact that when we have 38% of the US adult population currently having pre-diabetic numbers, that's over 96 million people. You have a conversation that is impacting every family, household, community in the nation. And in our lifetime, that concept of sugar being the killer, sugar being the great masked murderer of a generation, there are going to be question marks in terms of people asking the question, what can I do in a healthful way to help maybe support my metabolic process? And so here we have an industry that's spending $15 billion a year on insulin, $15.9 billion on other diabetic related, medications, and then $71.2 billion on other medications that are just related to that world of blood sugar, according to diabetes.org. So we are currently in the midst of a crisis, is what I'm trying to say. And there is a desire for something to make a positive impact. I believe that this discovery literally will change the world as we know it. Let me talk a little bit about what this product does, and then we're going to bring on some of the beta testers to share their experience. Okay. Now, obviously, we do not treat, cure, or prevent any disease with this product. Okay. I want to make that extremely clear, because these are plants. Okay. This is an enzyme product. This is going to help support and assist your body in doing what it's designed to do. So what are the immediate benefits? They're going to help stabilize already healthy blood sugar levels, improve glucose metabolism, help the body convert food to energy. How many of us want to sign up for that program? Long-term benefits may improve overall health. When you really start digging into sugars, you start realizing that it's connected to virtually every part of our health walk: digestion, bowel regularity, inflammatory stress, those types of things. What makes our product different? Well, one of the cool things is yes, it has these sugar transforming enzymes, but it also has a thermogenic in there to support healthy weight, which is very, very exciting. And so here's what we've noticed, okay? This is crazy, but imagine if you could convert 50 to 90% of a meal's glucose into fiber. What if you were able to reduce the glucose calories by 50 to 90%? That in and of itself right there is one of the most significant statements we can make tonight. The fact that there's ingredients that are clinically demonstrated to improve gut health and glucose metabolism, help reduce the, okay, I need to get an amen here. Help me reduce the absorption of carbs and sugars. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, that is what I've been waiting for. That just right there, So here's what's so exciting is, obviously we're not here to utilize any kind of diagnostic or anything like that. That's the job of a physician. However, it's really exciting to be able to see, with a continual glucose monitor, okay, some of these subjective results. Okay, now there are obviously clinicals underway, but it's fun to look at these things. And I put one on myself, and I was blown away that the difference between just eating the food and then eating the food with a couple of Transform, maybe 45 minutes before, had such a tremendous difference in the spikes. Okay, the highs and the lows. Now, if you know anything about this, you want to stabilize, you want to balance. And so the beautiful thing that I've noticed is that Transform really supports that stabilization. And so not dealing with such harsh spikes and crashes, that truly helps to support overall health and well-being. You can imagine those high blood sugar spikes and those lows, what that can do to wreak havoc on other parts of the body. I won't even get into that, but it's very, very significant to me to be able to see that difference in spiking. Okay, so that's absolutely huge. The fact that it's connected to almost every part. This is why it was so hard to describe what we were feeling beta testing this, because I was like, man, I just feel, all these different things, right? You can read through reduces brain fog, right? Like it just strength, energy, less fatigue, those types of things really blew my mind. So without further ado, I actually would love to bring on a few of the beta testers who had a chance to really get into this over the last handful of weeks. Okay, we want you guys to hear the real life stories, and obviously every story is going to be a little different, and so we're very, very excited to start out here. I'd actually love it. Could we have Oksana start us out with the testimonial real quick? Are you on the Zoom here, Oksana?
Yes, I am.
So over the
Hey
spot.
guys.
Real quick, thank you.
All right. I gotta sum this up so fast, guys. Let me just tell you that I have struggled with hormonal issues my whole life. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say which ones, but they create pudge. It's impossible to lose weight no matter what. You get acne, all the things. And I've been on a journey postpartum here. I have an 11-month-old to just lose all the things, feel the best that I could ever feel, right? And what took me 90 days to physically work my butt off to lose 20 pounds, 90 days, guys, with this product, because it leveled me out finally with my hormonal imbalance, with my sugars, with all of that stuff, I was able to lose 16 pounds in 4 weeks without the dieting, without the exercise, which I do recommend you do. It is good for you if you do that. But this was me sitting back, trying to allow this thing to work inside of me and actually go to the root cause of why I was just gaining weight every year, and why I was struggling even with pregnancies, just gaining and packing it on. So you guys, when I say I feel amazing, I mean it. There's this energy that I've gotten back. There's this mental fog clarity. Can you believe, this is going to sound really terrible, there's mornings I go without my mojo because I forget about it, because when your body's naturally cleaned and clear, there's an energy that's naturally built into you that we need to dig deep into and find. But we've got to clear all that other junk out. And part of that is that blood sugar that's literally to our brains, if that makes sense, guys. So I think that's all the time that I actually have to share. So Jeff, why didn't you come back and take this over? Thanks for letting me share.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Oksana. Absolutely incredible. Oh, there's so many good things. I think we have, do we have Josh and Alicia pulled over on the side of the road somewhere? Do you guys have a moment? Perfect. Let's have you guys share a little bit about your experience real quick.
So I was really surprised to find out that I was a statistic. I did not one of the higher statistics, if you get my drift. I was a pre-number statistic. If we go there, I'm going to refer to myself as pre-sweet blooded. So that's my trademark, by the way. I'm referring to anyone with these numbers as sweet blooded. So that's how I'm going to say it. So here's the thing. I found out I was pre-sweet blooded through monitoring with tools that you can do that. And I have lost 7.2 pounds in the first 4 weeks. I haven't weighed myself since, so it could be more. I have noticed I don't eat. I eat about 30 to 50% less of what I did. And I can also say that one of the other things is I don't crave sugar. And if anyone eats their feelings like I do, I was able to not crave sugar. And also, I realized that the reason why I was getting chronic head pain or like raging head pain, we're just going to say it like that, was because I would get spikes from managing my blood sugars. So anyway,
what it did to your blood
and
sugar.
what it did is it started to level it out when I was eating foods and stuff. And I recommend eating good foods for you. Everybody should, but it really changed my cravings in general. Like foods that normally were tasting really good to me before that aren't so good, started losing their flavor to me. And I really don't want sugar, which is great. So that was a huge one. And then I'm going to hand it over to Josh.
Hey guys. So, oh my gosh, I almost had some panic attacks watching my wife's monitor go as high as it did. We didn't know that was an issue, as she said, and That was before taking the Transform, and then taking the Transform and watching it like a soft rolling hill. It's incredible. It's life-changing. I can second the reduced cravings. I don't even want sugar. And when I eat it, I don't even enjoy it. That's insane. And that's really going to help me in the gym. There you go. All right, guys, back to you, Jeff.
Woo! I love it. I love those soft rolling hills comments. Who doesn't want that in their sugars? I love it. I love it. Thank you, guys. Next up, we got Benny. I know that I'm kind of just going through these randomly, but Benny, would you mind just sharing real quick about just what you've noticed in beta testing?
Hi guys, I'm Benny and I'm tuning in today from Canada. So if you're from Canada, give us a wave. So this was brand new to me. I've been in the business for about 8 months by the time I went down to beta, and I had the measurable results day one taking the Transform product. So as others have been saying, really leveled out. The biggest thing that I noticed was I felt full after I ate, which any other foodies out there, we're foodies. We love food. And I just felt really full. I also released about 4 pounds in my first week. And the other thing that I just have to mention was, being around Mr. Belleville, Miss Jennifer Dowd, the Lindsays, all these amazing greats in the company, seeing their excitement about this product just gives me goosebumps, because we're quite new here and what it's going to mean for, our lives in terms of leaving a legacy. And then seeing this weekend, all of my team members in tears about how this is going to help their lives and their loved ones has just been absolutely incredible.
I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much for sharing that. It's so good. This is getting me so fired up. Okay, next up, I would love it if we could hear from, let's say it's like fun, I got to choose from Veronica. Veronica, are you in a place where you can quickly share oh, yes, you are.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Hi, everybody. I am so excited to share this. So I'm a brand new mom. I had my first child about 6 months ago, and any brand new moms out there, you know that your energy kind of dips when you're raising a baby, right? And I also obviously had the weight that I put on, and I had actually lost most of the weight, but I had plateaued, and I had about an extra 8 to 10 pounds that I was just sitting with for the last few months. And so when I started taking the product, I was, I had heard some of the benefits that it could have, and I'm like, this will be interesting to see what happens. And not only after I hooked up to the monitor, did I actually start to notice that, I was having that better metabolism of those sugar metabolism. So I noticed that my spikes were not too high. I was just starting to level out. But in my first 2 weeks of being on that product, I actually had that rest of that weight came off, and I am now back to my pre-pregnancy weight. So I am so excited about that. And the biggest thing that I have noticed now is the increased energy that has come just from having healthy metabolism with my blood sugar levels.
I love it. Veronica, that's so good. Thank you for sharing that. I love that perspective. And let's see, next up, we've got, let's see, Tom and Shelly. Do you guys, are you guys in a place where you can unmute and maybe share real quick?
Yeah, we're here, Jeff.
Hey.
Take it away, my friends.
Hey, everybody. So excited for you to be on here tonight. Hey, I have a few testimonies. There's one I'm really, really excited about, but I've noticed monitoring as well. We've noticed quite a difference in our numbers after we eat, and it's been a pretty huge, significant change. But the one that I'm really excited about is I am an extremely active person. I'm a little bit older, probably than everybody else that has spoken so far. I own a construction company. I work out a lot, and my upper body has been an issue for me for a lot of years, meaning trying to build muscle, trying to strengthen my lower back. My legs are fine. My lower body is fine. My wife tells me all the time how sexy my legs are. So that wasn't the issue. But the upper body, I had what they call a dad bod, I guess, although that seems to be a cool thing now. I wasn't super cool with that. And I started using this product, And after about a month of using it, I was doing the same exact exercises I was before. And I started to see muscle mass in my arms and my chest. My lower back is so strong right now. And it's just unbelievable. I literally feel stronger in my body than I have probably in 10 years. And the energy levels, we did like walk 7 miles yesterday. I am so excited because I'm looking to get strong. I'm not looking to be a bodybuilder. Okay. But I just am so excited at how strong I feel right now. So thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys. Oh, just there's so many varieties here. And I know we've got Lori Allen on the line. And Lori, would you mind sharing real quick? And then we've got one more testimonial before we get to the best part for everyone. I am excited to have you on here, Lori. Would you mind sharing with us what you've noticed?
Yes, absolutely. I'll make it short and sweet. I was super excited to test this product out for vanity purposes. I wanted to lose weight, and I'm like, this is going to help me lose weight. So I did use the monitor because I wanted my measurable results, and I found out I too was a statistic, and I had no idea. I had the pre-sweet blood, as Miss Alicia Lindsay was sharing. Which kind of was eye-opening to me and explained a lot of mystery symptoms I've been having, like the dizziness, the super being tired, the lack of energy, the weight that would not budge for anything. And I did notice when I was using this, my levels completely balanced out. I was able to break a 5-month weight stall I've had because I've been on a weight loss journey since January. And that was pretty exciting. But the best part is it was just the better sleep, the better overall energy. And that feeling full after you eat too was another huge one for me because I always was just hungry, that I don't crave sweets anymore. I just overall feel really, really good. And I'm just super excited to have a product that's helping me so much. Even though I didn't know that I needed it, I'm so grateful that I have it.
Yeah, and I can totally relate to that, Lori, because I was in the same boat. Like I was like, what in the world? Like something's got to be wrong with this monitor, you know? But it's just it's so amazing to be able to get educated about this stuff, right? And so anyway, thank you for sharing that. That's so powerful. I was very emotional, by the way, to learn that I was a statistic too. So let me finish out our testimonial segment with the one and only Katrina Jensen. I'm going to have you just share a little bit about your experience there, Katrina. If you want to unmute yourself, there we are.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Hey, everybody. Well, hey, this whole process has been pretty wild for me. I too was fortunate enough to be a tester, and I wasn't really sure what this was going to look like. I didn't know what I was facing when we got our monitors and the whole process, but I was really excited. You know, I just turned 41, so I've been on this kind of journey of like this new phase of life where we're at once we hit our 40s, right, you guys? So I've been really excited to get this feedback and be able to see what's going on with my body with using these monitors. And I too, I'm a statistic, and it was a huge wake-up call. And I couldn't believe, and I think the thing that I love the most about all of this is that I can see it. Like there's things that we feel, right? Like I felt better. I felt when I took these capsules after I ate, I could feel the digestion processing a little better. I could feel more energized by the food that I was consuming. I could feel fuller, but I saw the measurable record of it. And I could literally like show the data and say, okay, I think several of us did this where we ate one thing one day and then the same thing the next day utilizing the supplement. And we saw with our own eyes how our body responded to this. And that to me changed everything. Because yes, I felt it. Yes, I felt more energy, but sometimes I didn't know if I was going into the placebo effect, you know what I'm saying? When you try something new. But I saw it with my own 2 eyes, how my body responded to it, how it was being received utilizing this monitor, and it changed the game. I am so excited for this next phase of focusing on my health, building a better version of myself. And I'm just so thankful that I picked up the phone when someone told me I need to check this out.
So good. Katrina, love it. Thank you. Woo, I'm telling you, you guys, this is crazy because I know we've had a few weeks. What the people you just heard from have got kind of that beta testing pregame. Like we got flown out to corporate. I mean, we got to see it, and we've been keeping the secret. Like I feel like I've like almost popped a blood vessel a couple times because I just wanted to shout it from the rooftops just how we were feeling. But I'm telling you right now, all these conversations of people over the last 24 hours who just started in their first day or two and are seeing the craziest changes. This, I can already tell, is so much bigger than we ever thought it could have been. And I want to just, for a moment, wherever you might be, where, you know, I know a lot of people are hearing this message right now. I want you to just really open up to a conversation we're about to have, because 7 years ago, my wife and I were at a point in our lives where the rug had kind of been pulled out from underneath us, and we were kind of praying and just on our knees, just going, we need something to change in our life, you know? And I remember calling my friend Jennifer Dowd. And I knew that she had been featured on like the Celebrity Apprentice. She'd been like, you know, at the top of this industry as one of the top 50 money earners. I mean, I remember being in the nosebleed section of a 30,000 person stadium, just like taking notes, because she had trained hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs worldwide. I got to witness kind of them building $1 billion in revenue and what they created. And I just so happened to be able to get in front of them. And then they started mentoring my wife and I, and it changed our entire life. I'm not going to get emotional here, but I can tell you, I said yes to a wave that I saw 7 years ago when Trenant launched for us. I said yes. I didn't know how it was going to work. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how all the things worked, but I can tell you it was because of their integrity and leadership and what they represent as an industry as a whole. You guys have to understand who you're about to hear from. She's going to roll this thing out and how you can get in front of this like I was able to get in front of it because she cared enough to show me the details. So you guys pay attention, take some notes on this, because for us, that translated to 6 and 7 figures in our life very quickly. So thank you, Mrs. Jennifer Dowd, top blue diamond in the company. I'm going to bring you on to close us out.
Okay, I'm so excited to get to this part. I've been reading all the questions in the chat. So real quick, I want to let you know that the testimonies you heard from were part of a beta test group that we used, and all of those people were wearing monitors. So most of us were using Dexcom G7 monitors. Our arm, you guys can use whatever you want if you want to monitor. Okay, I was like completely intrigued. I'm like, I just want to see what's going on. You guys, my numbers were so wild. My alarm was going off because I was low, and then it would go off because I was high. And this was feeding to my cell phone, the little graph all day, every minute of every day. It was highly intriguing, by the way. So for me, I just want you to know I feel better. I lost 8 pounds in 4 weeks. I'm like, holy crap. And for me, I just wanted to tell you what happened to me is I'd feel like I wanted to eat, and then I would make I'd make a hamburger or something, and then I'd start eating it and look at it, and I would just feel a little disinterested, which I just want you to know, I love food. I'd rather eat than do just about anything. So I love that. But what I'm more excited about than even the weight loss, and I want to say this before I go into the opportunity side, one of my best friends, her name is Nicole Hammond. She actually happens to be the head pastor of the church I go to as well. But I want you to know that she put on one of those Dexcom G7 monitors the other day, and she has had this ongoing issue with her foot. You guys, her foot has been numb and in pain for years. She can't even sleep at night because of the neuropathy that she has in her foot. And she put this monitor on, and she found out that her glucose level was 282. You guys, that is like way out of control, way. She had no idea that she had an issue with blood sugar. None. The doctors had never even brought it to her attention. They'd never tested her for it. Now she just got the product in her hands and is going to start using it now. I can't wait to see what her results are. But I went on Google and I looked up symptoms of diabetes, and sure enough, one of the #1 symptoms is neuropathy in the feet. Go figure. So I have no idea. What I know, you guys, is what we're talking about is we're talking about a plant based option to get your glucose levels under control and evened out, okay? And there are so many other health benefits to that. Now, we all know pharmaceuticals there for a time and a place, but there are also a lot of side effects that happen with this. I was in Mexico a couple of weeks ago with my daughter-in-law's mom, and her sister, you guys, was in the emergency room using a prescription solution for blood sugar, landed her in the emergency room. Her stomach was paralyzed. Like, we just know there are so many side effects that go along with, you know, synthetic kinds of situations. And so I am so excited because what we're offering, and I know there's a time and place for that. So I'm not saying I don't believe in pharmaceuticals, but when we can give our bodies something natural, and you guys, this is not something we're making it up. We can give you the research that was done from Harvard. This is a 10-year study of something real that is truly changing glucose to fiber. Now, I want to be real. We're not changing sucrose or fructose into fiber. We're changing glucose into fiber. This is huge and a breakthrough in health and wellness. This is big. And I guarantee you that this is going to go viral as people find out about it. And this is where the opportunity comes in, because what Trinot wants is, we've always wanted to change 1 billion people's lives and their health and their wealth, by showing them and educating them on how they can use whole plant, whole food supplementation to get healthy. Okay. And so we want voices. We want more voices talking so we can spread the word. And so this is where the opportunity side comes in. Okay. So our company is willing to pay you to talk. And I would say, just ask yourself, and Jeff, I'm going to need you to advance my slides for me, just so you know.
Sure thing.
And that will be great. So you can just take my cue. I'll just give you a little thing. Okay. But
Should we mention that we're going to be doing a little giveaway opportunity at the end?
oh yeah, we're going to give away a free bottle of this at the end, by the way. Okay. So hang on till the end. But I do want you to know that this is where the opportunity comes in. And if you're sitting here and you're already thinking about somebody, you know, that this might help. Maybe you know somebody that's having a hard time with their glucose, or maybe you know somebody that's having a hard time with their weight, or has cardiovascular issues, right? Whatever it is, if you already are thinking of someone this is going to help, and you already know you're going to talk, why not get paid to do it? Why not go ahead and create a massive win-win, have an online business, be an early adapter, and literally set yourself up for a legacy. Okay. So here are the different ways that we get paid. The very first way we get paid is when you actually get started as an associate. You get your own online store, and you just simply refer the product to somebody, and they become a customer on your online store. You guys, I love this. This would be like having a mini franchise. Somebody else is doing all the work in the behind scenes. All you have is a little online store. We handle the payment processing. We ship to your customers. All that is done for you. Okay. Now, what I love about this is we have an empty bottle guarantee. We have promotions going all the time to help you market. The marketing is done for you. But the way that this is going to work is we're going to pay you up to 30% commissions every single time that you get a customer. Now, I want to just tell you that one of the ways my husband and I have been able to create wealth is because we've been able to create a recurring income with this way of getting paid right here. Okay. So I want you to think about Oksana and what Oksana shared with you, because I know this has been huge. Her husband has glucose level issues. Oksana has lost weight. Like, there's so many things going on here. I want you to ask yourself, do you think Oksana is going to be a one-time customer, or do you think she's going to make sure she's on a subscription so that this product actually does not run out? Okay. Go ahead and put in the comments. Do you think she's going to be a one-time customer, or do you think she's going to be subscription? I want you to put it in the chat or in the comments. Okay. I believe she's going to be on subscription. In fact, I bet she already is. Okay. So here's how this works. Let's say that you share with somebody that's on subscription. Not only are you making these percentages and these commissions one time, you're making it every single month as they're on that product. Now, I know another product that we have that Oksana loves happens to be our CBD whole flower fluid. And we're not going to talk about what that's done for her child who has some hyperactivity issues and is on the spectrum. Okay, that's a whole nother story. But I'm going to let you know Oksana has been a customer of the CBD product for 36 months. So if you had shared CBD with Oksana, not only would have you been paid a 30% up to 30% commissions one time, but for 36 different times, every single month for the last 36 months straight, you would have got that commission again and again and again. So I want you to ask yourself right now, what are you getting paid on? What conversation are you getting paid on today that you had 3 months ago or 3 years ago? If you're not getting paid on conversations you had, and you're only getting paid on conversations you're having, then we want to change that for you, because this is a huge way of building wealth for you and your family. There's no cap or limit on how many conversations you could have. And we're going to make sharing real easy for you. If you're like, man, I don't know how to have the conversations, let me tell you, we have a 1, 2, 3 step system set up to make this real simple. We're going to send you social media content, because we know social selling is one of the fastest growing industries in the world right now. We are going to send you every day for 60 days exactly what to post on your social media. Okay. When people are interested, step 2 is you're going to share from our TrueNut Go app more information, and then your customers are going to order. You're going to be able to offer them up to 10% off coupons for their first order. That 1, 2, 3 system is literally slick as snot on a doorknob, as my mom used to say. Okay. So don't worry about thinking you have to be a social media master. We're going to give it all to you. We're going to spoon feed you, and it is going to be awesome. Okay. Now, the second way that we get paid is on launch bonuses. Let me explain. Every single time you share, there is a chance that somebody is going to want to be a customer, but there's also a chance that somebody else is going to say, oh my gosh, it's that simple. I want to make money the way you do. How do we do it? You guys, getting them hooked up with their own online store is literally a 2 to 3 minute process with a click of a button. Everything we do is online, done right from your phone, which is amazing. Okay. So first of all, let's say you got a customer. If you just got customers, I should back up and say this. Let's say that you got 10 customers that just got a 1 month supply of Transform, our new product, or you got 10 1-month supply customers of our Glow Collagen, which is our #1 bestseller right now. That would be $260 in commissions for you. Okay, that's super exciting. But if some of those people you talk to are like, no, I want my own online store. I want to create a multi-million-dollar distribution system with a revolutionary product that everybody's going to want. Okay. If that's you, then when you launch other people with their own online store, depending on what product package they start with, you can make launch bonuses from anywhere from $100 to $300 when they get started. So let's just say that you got 10 customers of our new product or our Glow Collagen, which is our #1 bestseller. That would be $260 in commissions for you. If you started 3 people on our most popular product pack, that would be $900 in commissions for you. Okay. So already you're starting to see how we help you to stack checks and really start building a legacy for you and your family. Now, the next way we get paid is one of my favorite. My husband and I, before we started in this industry 18 years ago, I want you to know that we had a dental practice and a book fair company. Okay. And we loved business. We always loved business. But what we had not figured out yet is we hadn't figured out recurring income, which I just shared with you. But also we hadn't figured out time leverage. We didn't know, how do we make money when we're not there? And so we started looking into franchising. And some of you may be interested in franchising. What if I told you you could actually treat this opportunity as micro franchising, where you could help other people set up their micro franchising? And once you were doing just 1,500 points of volume between you and 3 other franchises that you helped actually set up, the company would start to pay you team bonuses on everything happening that stemmed from you every single month. Okay. Now, not only will we pay you bonuses, but as soon as you have 3 people started in business and you have that 1,500 points of volume, we're also going to let you start earning something called a Jeep stipend bonus, which is going to market your business for you and for TrueNut, which is pretty cool. Okay. So what this means is you're going to be able to throw a Trinot logo on a Jeep and Trinot will pay you $350 every single month that you have 1,500 points of volume to drive that Jeep around. That is insane. Okay. Also, you're going to make a $250 team bonus every month for just having those 3 people who started originally, right? And then 1,500 points of volume maintained. So I want you to see how this starts adding up. You have your 10 customers at $260. Your launch bonus is at $900. Your rank bonuses for hitting this position in your first 30 days at $1,000. You have a Jade set pay at $250. You have a Jeep stipend at $350. You could literally come in the door and in your first 30 days, you could put yourself in a position to make $2,760. Now, are we going to guarantee that you're going to make that in your first 30 days? Absolutely not, because I don't know if you're motivated or lazy, and that's just the honest truth. Okay, but here's the deal. I want you to think of it like a real estate license, right? You could come in and you could go get a real estate license. Yeah, you're in business to make money, you're there, but I don't know that you're ever going to talk to anybody or sell a house. And I have no control over that. What I can tell you here is we have a 1, 2, 3 step system. And if you plug into it and you put your work ethic behind it, you can have some pretty incredible results. In fact, Jeff, do we have anybody on right now that has hit Jade in that first 30 days that wants to share, or maybe who has just got their Jeep that would love to share?
That is a great question. We've got Sam raising her hand. So Sam, would you mind just sharing that real quick? Oh, we got a couple Sams. Apparently all the Sams are hitting Jade.
Just a quick 1 to 2 minute share, Sam, would be great.
Sam Rothstein. Oh, you have to unmute, and I have to allow you to unmute. Hold on. Gotta love it here. There you go.
Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to share with you. Yes, I hit Jade in 26 days. I earned a Jeep. This was a huge, huge change for me. I'm a dental hygienist by trade, so I come from a dental background as well as you, Mrs. Dowd. And it's just massive impact to bring in a paycheck with a comma in it in my first 30 days. That doesn't happen to most people in this industry. And what I love about it so much is even the newest person can accomplish that with a simple system that we've got here. So if you're teachable and coachable and you want something different, and we've done to this point, hasn't gotten you to where you want to be yet, then please do not let this pass you by, because it's incredible what we've got going on here.
Oh my gosh, I love this. You guys, what I love is that she's new to the industry and she had that success fast. And that's what simple systems can actually create for you. So we're going to go into a little bit bigger way of how you can get paid. Some of you are on here and you're excited about the idea of $1,000, $2,000 in your first month. Some of you would be excited about $260 in your first month, okay? But some of you are on here and you're like, man, I would love to replace my income. Or maybe you'd like to make more income than you've ever made. And so Mr. Belleville is going to go ahead and put up a slide that's probably going to rattle your brain just a second. But what I know is that when you share and you start getting people started with their own online stores, they start gathering customers. They can start getting other people started in business as well. And all that volume rises to you. In fact, our compensation plan is so unique because all volume rises in our comp plan. It doesn't matter if 100 people, brought somebody in that helped somebody get started, all that volume that happens in their online stores all rises to you. Okay. So you can really create here. If you look at this bigger compensation plan, you can create anywhere from $100 a month in team bonuses. This is based on what your team is doing. So imagine if you just got a whole bunch of other franchises started and other people started franchises, and this just kept growing and growing and growing, the distribution you could create. So anywhere from $100 a month, and look at this spare time, part-time money, $600 a month, $750 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, to more full-time income. income, 5,000 a month, 9,000 a month, 17,000 a month. Jeff and Catherine Belleville, in fact, Jeff is on here right now, you guys, he's a red diamond. You can see that $60,000 a month in minimum income. They also have a diamond position, which is another $17,000 position. So if you're on here and you understand the industry, you actually can have a position with Trinont. You could actually start your spouse or significant other in their own position in your organization, and they can make money. You can double dip on that volume, which is pretty cool. Okay. So the very top position is blue diamond. That's where we're at. You can see that income level. Literally, the sky is the limit. What I can tell you is before I saw this industry, I was a stay-at-home mom, you know, college dropout, beauty school dropout. You guys, I didn't have a lot going on except I was an amazing mom. And an amazing wife. I think I was pretty good at both of those. But what I wanted is I wanted to create more time, more quality time for our family. My husband was gone about 80 to 100 hours a week working and commuting. And we just wanted more time as a family. I want you to know this industry actually put us in a position where we not only matched our full-time income, but we tripled it 8 months after getting started. And I love teaching people how they can actually create those kinds of results. Now, I want you to know that we have somebody on the line tonight, Katrina Jensen, I'm going to call on you. So get ready to unmute your line, sister. Okay. But we have somebody on the line that I really want you to hear from, because this gal, actually, when we started our CBD launch, when we were exactly where we are today with this glucose to fiber product, we were just getting ready to launch our CBD whole flower fluid. You guys, this was early 2019. This gal came through the door. She took advantage of being a major early adapter. And Katrina, I want you to know, she ended up being one of the fastest accelerators to an emerald position, which pays a base pay of $9,000 a month, that had ever hit our company. So Katrina, can you just share what your results were and maybe kind of how fast you moved through the compensation plan, just because you had your hands on something new that people really weren't educated about yet, and you were able to take that to the market for the first time? You're going to have to unmute her, I think, Jeff.
There we go. Okay. Hey guys, I'm at my kid's school at a function right now. But I love sharing this because I'm very passionate about what we do here. I never thought I'd be here. Jen nailed it on the head. When we launched CBD, that changed everything for my family. I had no idea. In fact, I was very naive when it came to the whole cannabis space. And even though I'm from Oregon, I know that might be shocking for some people, but when we launched CBD and what we had, it was a niche. It was something that hadn't been released yet in the world. And we had it. We were the representatives of it. And in that time, we just hit the ground running, sharing this beautiful little bottle with people that was making a massive impact in their health. And we did that at a time when I didn't necessarily need this. I have a career. I was making good money, but why it was so powerful is that it set me up. So when the world shut down in 2020, my traditional business shut down with it. And it put our family in scarcity. It had my partner, my spouse, was scared to death on what could happen for our future. And if it wasn't what I built in this company with what you guys all just saw, I don't know where we'd be. But the most prideful moment I had as a spouse is to go to my husband and say, babe, I got us. Like, we're going to get through this. We're going to navigate this. It set me up on a plan B before I needed a plan B. It forever changed my stars. It has continued to do just that. What we have our hands on right now is going to change the game. And if you are open and ready for this information, get ready, because your life can change. I promise you that. I promise you that. So forever thankful for this team, this leadership in this company.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing, Oksana. So what I want to do is I want to talk to you about how it is you can get started, and whether you're wanting to just, share the information. Maybe you're on here, you're like, you know what? I just want to be online. I want to share. I want to get customers. Not only do we have the 30% bonuses up to 30%, but we have a whole rank structure as well. Get more information about that from whoever put you on. Or if you're on here and you're like, yes, I want to build significant income through micro franchising. Either way, you guys, you could not be seeing this at a better time. So I want to talk to you about how to get started. Okay. So the way you're going to get started is you're going to get back to whoever invited you. You're going to say either I love it, that means you want to be a customer, or you know what, I like it. That means you want to be a customer, or I love it. And that means, no, I want to get started in business. I want to be the one to launch this to the world. What I do know, okay, is you guys are going to hear about this more and more and more and more. And it is literally going to spread like rocket fuel. You're going to start hearing about it. And right now you have a chance to be the one to take it to everybody you know in person, everybody you know on social media, and have them hear about it from you. I predict in the next 3 months, if you don't do that, you may be hearing about it from them and the tables might flip. So if it interests you, I would grab it, I would run, and I would go. That's what I learned in 2006 with a video phone. Man, I had a feeling in my heart, like life wasn't working the way I wanted it to. My husband was gone far too much. And I literally felt God say, go. And I was like, we're going. I don't know how to do this, but there's somebody that'll teach me how, and I'm doing it. And you guys, we literally changed our life. Nothing has ever been the same since. So you have amazing leaders right now. They're going to teach you everything you need to know. All you need to decide is what pack do you want to start with. We're literally doing a launch to the world with this product on October 10th. Right now, we're educating everybody. We're getting them positioned in business. We're going to get you started on the products we already have that are life-changing in themselves. Okay. But you want to be early to the party, I promise. So we have 3 different packs. Mr. Belleville is going to pop them on the screen for you. You could get a platinum pack, a gold pack, or a platinum, gold, or silver pack. Now, I suggest the platinum pack. You guys have been in the industry, like I said, for 18 years. My husband and I have been blessed to make 8 figures in the industry. And when my friends and family come to me and they say, Jen, just tell me what to do, because we know you know what to do, my advice is always, if you're going to go into business, set yourself up the best way you can do it. It's with a platinum pack. You want to experience all the products that we have so that it's really easy for you to share. Also, you're getting $1,700 worth of value for $912. So like, why wouldn't you do that? You're going to get a lot of free product there. You're going to get a free ticket to our convention. You're going to get $10 off coupon codes that are going to help you to get new customers. Okay. But more importantly, I want you to think about this. If you were going to open a grocery store, would you really want to just have a frozen food aisle and a produce department? Or would you be like, oh my gosh, I should probably have a dairy department and a meat department and a canned food aisle? Okay, you want to have everything, because you know what? Somebody might be in there just to get an apple, but somebody else might be in there to get steaks for dinner. And if you don't have everything, you're not going to be able to share with everybody. Okay, so I would totally go the platinum pack. That's what I would do. That said, we have 2 other amazing packs. And even if you had to get the smallest pack to get in the door and start building a business, I would do it if that's what I had to do. But I'm telling you, more times than not, when I have people come in on the silver pack or gold pack, what they do is they call me later and they say, oh my gosh, I've sold all the product I got in my pack, and now it's going to take me a week to get more, and I need to take more of the product. What do? I'm like, well, you should have listened to me, because I told you to get the platinum pack to start that came with far more product. Now you're going to have to order more product, and you could have got almost $700 of product for free. So I would definitely go for the platinum pack. That's the way I would be doing it. That said, you guys, we are so excited for you. Welcome to the team. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and let Mr. Belleville do the drawing. We're going to wrap this up. Take it away, my friend.
Awesome. So what we're going to do is we want to make this exclusive to the guests on the line. So essentially, if you come on board with that platinum bundle, we're going to put you in a drawing for a transform. And I know Mrs. Dowd has volunteered one from her personal stash of transform, and the Bellevilles have done so as well. So there's actually going to be 2 different winners. So if you're just feeling this, you're resonating with it, get with the person who invited you. They're going to have a unique link to get you set up, get your products in the mail. I know we didn't cover all the products tonight, but you're going to love every single one that we have that comes in that bundle. And you could potentially possibly win a transform before it gets released to the world on October 10th. So this is like all of a sudden the most rare commodity right now. And it is so exciting about you have an opportunity at this. So when you get started, whoever sponsors you is going to let us know that you got started with Platinum. We'll put your name in and we'll announce the winner here in HWC. Okay. So thank you guys so much. Jen, is there anything you want to say to close us out? Because this has been such an incredible event. And oh my gosh, we're just so blessed to have what we have.
I was just going to say, we're going to be having overviews like this every single night this week. So if you are already thinking of someone that you want to have this information, you can either tag them on this overview in our Health Wealth community group, or you can plug them into another one that we're going to be doing this week. So I would just get started. Go for it, you guys. Thank you for joining us. God bless, and we'll see you soon. But bye-bye and good night, everyone.